Very good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Vikrant Sudhakar Palekar. I am working as Assistant Professor in Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Jawar, Palghar. In this particular video, we are going to cover a topic from the heterocyclic chemistry, that is reactivity of three moieties, pyridine N oxide, quinoline and isoquinoline. First we will see what are the heterocyclic compounds. As we know that these are the cyclic compounds and they contain one hetero, that is different atom other than carbon and hydrogen, that is oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur inside the ring system. So such compounds are called as heterocyclic compound. These heterocyclic compounds may be of 5-membered or they may be a 6-membered, and they show very good stability with an aromatic character. They contain a conjugate double bond and show aromatic characters. These compounds are also aromatic, as like a normal compounds like benzene, naphthalene, they show the aromatic character and contain alternate single and double bond. A very good example of pyridine heterocyclic compound is pyridine molecule, this particular molecule. As we can see, it contains a nitrogen as a heteroatom inside the cycle. So this particular compound is very good example of heterocyclic compounds. If we see about the nitrogen, its molecular structure, what we can see, all the atoms are sp2 hybridized, including carbon and nitrogen. So nitrogen here is also the sp2 hybridized, and whatever the lone pair present on this particular nitrogen, it is outside the plane from the p orbitals of sp2 hybridized carbon. So it is not at all involved in the aromaticity. Okay, so what we can understood from this orbital structure, that the lone pair of electron which are present on the nitrogen, they are freely available. Okay, so in case of the pyridine, what we can have, its molecular formula is C6H5N, where you will find the methane group from benzene is been replaced by the nitrogen atom. So as I mentioned, it is aromatic and having sp2 orbital present inside the ring. So the nitrogen atom, whatever the nitrogen atom containing lone pair, it can be easily available for reaction, or basically we can say for donation. So therefore pyridine can act as a very good base because of the presence of lone pair of electron present on the nitrogen. Now we will see next molecule, that is pyridine N oxide. So this is a particular molecule, pyridine N oxide. So what we can see in this particular structure, apart from the pyridine structure, here it carries the oxygen which is being attached to the nitrogen. So we can say pyridine N oxide is the derivative. So it is a derivative of pyridine, means it is prepared from pyridine. So how it is prepared? Whatever the lone pair present on the nitrogen, it is being used to form the bond with the oxygen. So the bond between nitrogen and oxygen is just like a coordinate bond, and this particular species is Zwitter ionic species, means which carries both the charges. So this pyridine N oxide is a very important moiety in order to have the reactions with the another molecules. So if we can see its physical and chemical properties, it is a liquid and it is being water soluble, having melting point 66 degrees Celsius. If we see its reactivity, and we can compare its reactivity with the pyridine, so what we can find, As I already told you, pyridine is the basic in nature because of the available of lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen. But in case of the pyridine N oxide, that is not a possibility. Here you will not find any lone pair of electron which is being present on the nitrogen. So of course it is a lesser basic having pKa value 1.90. And if we talk about its dipole moment, as we know that dipole moment is the property which is directly being related with the charge separation. Okay, so as you can see, this particular compound is carrying a charge, so its dipole moment is around 4.30 dBi, while in case of the pyridine you will find it is only 2.23. So we can say it's having quite higher dipole moment than pyridine. So this property is very important in order to study its reactivity. So we can say pyridine can act as an electron acceptor also and electron donor also whenever you carry out any particular reaction because of this particular dipole moment. As you can find, because of the presence of this particular oxygen inside your compound, this particular pyridine have reversal of reactivity. So we can say this particular oxygen can reverse the direction of electrophilic substitution. Okay, so this is a very important in order to study the electrophilic substitution reactions. As we know that whenever any particular molecule undergo a reaction with another moieties, so what happens when that particular molecule get added inside that particular moiety, there occurs a formation of charge species. These charge species may be set, let us say positively charged. Let us say, for example, in case of a carbon it is a carbocation, or in case of the carbon carrying negative charge, carbanion. So in that case what happens, molecule will become unstable. So there is a chance that molecule can have the electron deficiency, but because of the presence of this particular oxygen, as it is being more electronegative, so you will find that the electron density will be pushed from this oxygen towards that particular charge. Suppose this particular carbon is carrying positive charge, so electron density will be supplied. So we can say that this particular property is very important in order to study the substitution reaction, whether it is an electrophilic substitution reaction or nucleophilic substitution reaction. So in order to study the reactivity, we must study its canonical structure, resonance canonical structures, where you can find that there is a delocalization of charge will take place. So let us say this particular molecules, as we know that nitrogen is carrying positive charge, so what will happen, in order to balance that particular positive charge, what will happen, the pi electron present in between 1 and 2 will be utilized to neutralize that particular charge, and ultimately what will happen, due to these resonance structures, you will find that this charge will get distributed inside the molecule. Suppose if you find in case of the positive charge, so you can find the position number 2, 4 and 6, there occurs a electron deficiency, that is a positive charge. So in case of that, what will happen, the nucleophilic reaction will be occurred at position number 2, 4 and 6. So there occurs very good delocalization charge. So this is, you can see from the first 3 structures. If we see below 3 structures, what will happen, as we know that this particular oxygen is having higher electron density, so it can also push the electrons towards this particular nitrogen ring, and ultimately you will find that negative charge will get delocalized inside the ring, and again you will find that the position number 2, position number 4 and position number 6 is having again a very good electron density. So what will happen, the incoming electrophile will go at these positions. So this is a very good sign as I already told you that this pyridine N oxide can acts as an electron acceptor also and electron donor also. So oxygen atoms can reverse the direction of substitution reaction. So here from this particular canonical structure, what we can find that the nucleophilic substitution reactions can take place at 2, 4, 6 position, while the electrophilic substitution reactions can also possible at 2, 4, 6 positions, while this is not a case for in case of the pyridine. So this property is very important. So we can say that from the canonical structure, as there is a positive and negative charge at position number 2, 4, 6, so electrophilic and nucleophilic attack can take place at this particular position. As we know that 2 and position number 2 and position number 6 is identical. So 2 and 4 positions, we can say that these are more susceptible for electrophilic and nucleophilic substitution reactions. Now we will see the another molecule, that is quinoline. In case of the quinoline, what we can say, quinoline is basically a heterocyclic compound which again contain the nitrogen. If we see in case of the naphthalene and quinoline, again the methane group is replaced by nitrogen atoms. So it is again we can say heterocyclic compound which contain nitrogen as a heteroatom, but it contains two fused systems. Which are the two fused systems? One is benzene, this particular ring, which is being fused with the pyridine ring at ortho system or ortho positions. So it is also called as a benzo bipyridine. Okay, so this particular thing we have to see. Now we will see some of its physical and chemical properties. It is again a liquid having boiling point 237 degrees Celsius. It is again an aromatic compound. If we see this particular quinoline moiety, it contains 10 pi electrons. Okay, so it obeys the Haeckel rules, therefore we can say that it is a aromatic. Again the lone pair of nitrogen which is not being involved in the aromaticity. Again this particular nitrogen is sp2 hybridized, right? So and nitrogen we know that it is more electron attracting, so it can acts as a very good base also. Again in terms of order to see the reactivity, its dipole moment is 2.10, so it is lesser than the pyridine oxide, but it is might be equal to the pyridine ring. So dipole moment is a very important in order to study its charge distribution. Let us see these particular structures of quinoline. These 1, 2, 3. These structures are identical, only you will find that the position of double bonds is different. So these are the structure just like a naphthalene. So they are being very stable one. But if we see the charge separation in case of this particular structure, these structures, so again you will find that charge distribution is very good inside the molecule. So if we see its electrophilic substitution reaction, so what will happen, as we know that nitrogen ring or base nitrogen containing ring, this particular pyridine ring is deactivating towards electrophilic substitution. So ultimately what happens, the electrophilic substitution takes place in the benzene ring. So position number 5 and 8 is the very good for electrophilic substitution. Remember this one, because whatever the charge being formed when the incoming electrophile get added across benzene ring, let us say suppose at 5 position, that particular charge delocalization takes place without disturbing its aromaticity. Okay, that charge get distributed inside the benzene ring also. So that thing we have to remember. So electrophilic aromatic substitution occurs at position 5 and 8 only. suppose this particular structure, already I have explained you about this. Suppose let us say this particular quinoline undergo the electrophilic substitution, let us say at this particular 5. So it is whatever the charge spaces form whenever any electrophile get added. So this particular is quite stable one. So in that case the charge gets very stabilized. So we can say the position number 5 and position number 8 is quite susceptible for the electrophilic substitution reaction. So this is a reactivity we can easily understood with the help of its canonical structure. Then the next moiety, isoquinoline. So in case of the isoquinoline also we can say this particular molecule is again the heterocyclic, which contain nitrogen as the heteroatom, where again you will find two rings fused. One is benzene ring, another is pyridine ring. They are fused. Again this particular compound is aromatic one, and it is also weak base. It is having dipole moment around 2.60. If we compare the dipole moments of pyridine N oxide, quinoline and isoquinoline, pyridine N oxide is having very higher dipole moment. Pyridine N oxide 4.23, quinoline 2.10, and in case of the isoquinoline it is 2.60. So it is having good dipole moment as compared to the quinoline. So what will happen in case of the electrophilic substitution reactions? Again you will find that the position number 5 and position number 8 is carrying very good electron density. So what will happen, the electrophilic substitution reactions will be more favored at position number 5 and 8, or basically these two positions. Again whenever you have the electrophilic substitution reaction 8, so these are the possible canonical structures you will find, where you will find that the charge delocalization takes place inside the benzene ring only. So in that case what will happen, the aromaticity of the pyridine ring is not disturbed. So we have to remember, as we know that pyridine ring is quite electron deficient, that's why the electrophilic substitution reaction will not take place in the pyridine ring, but it takes place in the benzene ring at 5 and 8 positions. While if we see in case of the nucleophilic reactions, the nucleophilic reactions will takes place at position number 1 and position number 3. So these are the two positions, 1 and 3. These are quite susceptible in case of the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So before we end up this particular lecture, we have to think about the takeaway points, what we have studied in this particular session. So first point, what we can see, pyridine N oxide gives electrophilic substitution reaction at position number 2 and 4, right? So this is how we have to remember. So 4 position is more favorable as compared to the 2, because it is quite away from the nitrogen. Then in case of the quinoline, you will find that electrophilic substitution reaction will take place inside the benzene ring, that is at position number 5 and 8. And in case of the isoquinoline, you will find the electrophilic substitution reaction will again take place at 5 and 8, same as compared to the quinoline also. But in case of the nucleophilic substitution reaction, where it will take place? In case of the isoquinoline, position number 1 and 3. Okay, so this particular thing we need to remember in case of the studying the reactivity of this particular molecules, 3 moieties. So these properties are again very important in order to understand the reactivity, because in the next part we are going to study the various reactions given by this particular 3 moieties, that is pyridine N oxide, quinoline and isoquinoline. So this particular reactivity is very important. This slide is very important. This we have to remember as far as the further reactions are concerned with the pyridine N oxide. With this particular concepts, we are going to stop for this particular lecture. Thank you very much.